Well, thieves are at it like never before, stealing an essential piece of your car. Catalytic converters help cut pollution from our cars, trucks, and SUVs.
These things are also worth a lot of money, and in Sacramento County, thefts are soaring. They're up 1,500% in recent years.
And tonight, KCRA 3's Brittany Johnson investigates how bold some of these thieves are getting and what's being done to stop them.
It's an all too familiar scene. Thieves pulling up, sliding underneath cars and going to work, cutting away catalytic converters. It can take just a couple of minutes, sometimes a lot less.
This is it right here, see it? That's removed.
Lewa Darwish and Mike Ataya own used car lots next door to each other on Fulton Avenue.
For the last 3 or 4 months, we never seen it like this bad.
How bad?
Almost on a daily or a nightly basis, someone here is stealing a cat.
Numbers from the Sacramento Sheriff's Department back that up. In 2018, the department had 74 reports of stolen catalytic converters. So far this year, there have been more than 1,200.
I started to really see this 7 or 8 years ago.
Sergeant Tom McHugh spent nearly a decade on a task force specifically focused on catalytic converter thefts.
There is an extremely large amount of precious metals that are compacted inside of those catalytic converters. Rhodium, platinum, and palladium are the main 3 that are in catalytic converters. They are valuable so much that they are ranking in the same area as gold and silver.
Thieves just don't go after car lots. There are multiple hotspots in Sacramento County where thieves are cashing in.
Apartment complexes, parking lots, strip malls.
Here's how these operations usually work. A thief steals a converter and sells it to a person for about $200. That person sells it to another for $400. Person 3 sells the stolen converter on the market for an even higher profit, somewhere around the $1,200 range. Quick math. Those third guys have made more than $3 million over the past 3.5 years, just in Sacramento County alone.
So it is very lucrative.
So where are stolen catalytic converters ultimately ending up? You may think they're going to scrap yards like this, but the process is a bit more complicated.
And they are not going to scrap yards here in Sacramento County. Most of them are being shipped out of California. They are being shipped to people that just basically smelt it, is what they call it. They start breaking it apart.
Over the past 3.5 years, there have been more than 3,000 reports, but just 27 were referred to the district attorney's office for prosecution. The DA's office only filed charges in 25.
Catalytic converters are pretty much untraceable. There's no VIN number. There's no license plate number, so that becomes a whole other issue.
It's why he's pushing California lawmakers to make pure possession of a catalytic converter illegal.
If you produce that paperwork after, no problem. Then we get rid of those charges.
Sergeant McHugh also wants a law that would require car companies to lock and secure catalytic converters during production to make them a lot tougher to steal.
Year after year, you would see a drastic drop-off of these thefts.
KCRA 3 Investigates reached out to major automotive companies. Most didn't respond or told us no comment. But Honda did tell us in part it, quote, is open to working with other concerned stakeholders to develop practical solutions. And Toyota said, quote, the most effective approach requires close collaboration between the broader automotive industry and local and state authorities to devise legislative solutions aimed at eliminating the market for these stolen parts. KCRA reached out to every member of the state legislature. Of the dozen who replied, all agreed there's a problem. Some are working on legislation, but there's no apparent legislative consensus on an ultimate solution.
The short end of the stick is the owner of that car.
In the meantime, you can install your own protective cage around the catalytic converter on your car, especially if your car is parked outside overnight. It will cost you about $200 to $500 depending on the car. A cage will definitely slow a thief down, and maybe crooks will move on to an easier target. But Sergeant McHugh says there's no guarantee.
I don't know if you can eliminate yourself from being a target. These suspects, if they want your catalytic converter, they're going to get it.
In Sacramento, Brittany Johnson, KCRA 3 News.
As for which vehicles thieves are after these days, Toyota drivers top the list.
The Prius was the most sought after car, followed by Honda and Ford. But really, in a majority of these cases, 74% of the thefts, they didn't identify the make of the car.